got a story to tell, but you're being one of three things. Secretive, you're doing it on your own because you're a fucking leader, you're a badass, and you think you can do everything on your own. And you don't need help. And looking like you need help means you're weak, or you're not smart, or you're inadequate. Or it means that you didn't write it because you got help. And that's silly. Or you have already bought and paid for help and you didn't use it, or you didn't do it in time. And then you have shame towards that and you're embarrassed about it. And so putting more time and more money and more investment into somebody else, can you trust them? Can you trust yourself? Your self-belief is shot and your self-trust is shot. Number two, you're sitting on it. You're sitting on it because you're being pulled in a bunch of different directions. You're running everybody else's shit. You got a 9 to 5, you got a regular job, you got kids, you got a husband, you got health. I get it. Blah, 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 blah. You survived your story. God pulled you out of it. Jesus is sitting right there with you. For somebody else, you're being selfish with it. It is not your story to keep. It is up to you to actually put it out there in the world, to stand in it, own it, which I help you do with your courage and your conviction. Because once you know that you've got a story and that you've been pulled out of it for a reason, you actually have to have the balls to share it with people and to testify it. And that takes communication skills, courage skills, confidence skills, conviction skills. Basically, I don't give a fuck skills. You have to be able to stand naked in front of the world and let them see you, judge you, reject you, abandon you, especially the people that think that they know you when they don't really know you. I help you hold that, own it, release it, rewrite it, and redefine what it means for you and for the people that actually matter in your life, because the other people don't matter. And that is not an easy thing to do. And anybody else that out there is trying to sell you otherwise is lying to you. They're lying to you. And AI can't help you with that. And the third one is you're being secretive about it. You are trying to do this secretively. You're trying to like surprise it's done, or do it on the down low, or it'll eventually get done, or you're just gonna like come out of the woodwork. You're kidding yourself. The delay time is just gonna get longer, and delay is fear winning. Okay? Delay is fear winning. So you got a story, but you're trying to do it solo, you're sitting on it, or you're trying to do it in secret. And none of those are gonna get you anywhere except fear winning. Inside the Edit, I've got a VIP that is coming up because I'm turning 49, and we're going to do a 4-month collapse time workshop. In 4 months, I'm going to work with 4 people one-on-one inside the Edit. So not only do you get the Edit, but then inside that, we're going to sit in a little pocket for a VIP mastermind. Super cool, where we get it done. But here's the thing. Your story might not be a book. It might be a podcast. It might be a TV series. It might be a keynote. It might be consulting or corporate workshops. It might be presentations. It might be multiple speeches. It might be your platform. It might be your ministry. It might be sermons. You might have multiple stories. A lot of the time, I help you find the story in your story. It might be a memoir, it might be a nonfiction, it might be a fiction. It might be easier for you to write it as a novel. And we don't see it. So it's super important to have a perspective with multiple points of view. I like to think of it as like a parking garage, and that as you spiral through the parking garage, you go from basically the basement to the penthouse, and you can see multiple different views of where you're at and where you want to be and how you want to tell this thing and what it looks like. And it is a mess. It is basically a puzzle dumped on a table without the picture puzzle box yet. And you can't see that, but I can, because I've got that creative mind, that investigative detective interrogation in me, that trainer in me, that dog in me that will mold it and give you the reps and the prescription. And that's where that courage and the gold balls and the communication skills and that kind of unhinged, unfiltered, I don't give a you know what, so that you can stand it in and own the story. Because if you can't own it and believe in it and get behind it, you're never going to sell it. You're never going to stand in it. It's never going to make you money. And if we're not making money, what the fuck are we doing? It's going to change people's lives, period. That's already done and decided, or you wouldn't have made it through. So forget thinking that that's the point, okay? I know, that's like, people is gonna get pissed off, but it's already going to change somebody's life once it gets out. You wouldn't have made it through if that wasn't the point, okay? But the point now is to turn it into something that you can stand on, make some money for your kids, for your husband, for your business, for your mama, for when you get older, for when you want to retire, for when you want to have a farm like me with some Highland cows and donkeys named Sally and Steve. And that is Sally and Steve up there, if you can see them. Okay, that is them in a couple years when I'm on Montana. So quit thinking that it's about impact and influence. It's not. It's really about making the money that you can sell to attract more people, more impact, more influence, which gives you more confidence, more courage, more balls to get freer with telling the story, with owning the story, with authority. You see how the cycle works? But it's never going to do that if you don't allow it to just be put out and exposed. And it's not going to get exposed if you are being solo, sitting in it, and being secretive about your story. So I'll see you inside the edit.